Hello, everyone. Hello, couples. This is Kiana Thompson from Holistic Harmony, Mind, Body, and Soul, a solution focused therapy agency with 100% satisfaction in building passionate, quality relationships. And today I wanted to talk to you about blended families. So, one of the things that I noticed is going on in marriages and in coupled partners is the relationships with kids from previous relationships. So I wanted to kind of talk a minute about blended families, just defining what a blended family is and some steps to help make it a harmonious blended family. So a blended family can look many ways. It can look like both partners have children from previous relationships, one partner has kids from previous relationships. It can also be a family that adopts children. It can be a family that um, takes on other family members' children. So, like if it's your sister passes away, or is in a bad way or a situation, a family member, and then you take on their kids to raise them, however circumstances that happen that you got them, you now are responsible for their children. That's also a blended family. So it comes in many shapes and forms. There's no one blended family. There's no mathematical formula to figure it out. Okay, so if you have a blended family, however that looks for you, then these tips can really help you. So first, I wanted to say the verbiage that we use. We have to be careful with that. Sipping on a little water. So the verbiage that we use is very important. Step children, stepmom, stepdad. Who are you stepping on? Why are we? Who came up with this verbiage? We're not stepping on anyone. We're loving on them. So get rid of the verbiage. I like to say, well, in our house, we're a blended family. In our house, we do use daughter, mom, dad, son. We use those words. However, for the sake of people understanding, sometimes they say, "Oh, Key, I didn't know you had stepkids," and I'll go, "No, I don't have stepchildren. I have children by marriage." Okay, I'm a mom by marriage because when I married my husband, I married his daughter, and he married my daughter. We both had girls before we got together. We had girls, so we don't use that in our home, and that's the first thing I want to tell any blended family to get rid of is the step words, step mom, step son. And you don't have, if you're not comfortable right away with the kids calling you mom or dad or whatever, or if the kids aren't comfortable, let's be clear, because they're the ones that ultimately say these things. So you have to come up with your own positive names that your children can call you and that you can call your children. And then that leads us right onto the next point I want to make, which is building relationships. So you have to be able to build a relationship with your children by marriage or your partner's children if you're not married. You have to be able to have one-on-one time with them without interruption, and this can be hard. So this means without the partner that you're with, your husband or your wife, um, putting a whole lot of input of how you guys need to interact or what you should be doing or what are you doing. You want to set up some time, even if it's just a few minutes. I know sometimes with blended families, the children aren't always present in one home as much as the other home. So if your home is one that they're not always present in, then you definitely want to make sure that you're utilizing the time that they are there to the best of everyone's ability. So you want to make sure you're building those relationships, whether the children are old, young, babies, somewhere in between. It does not matter. If you've been having this problem for a long time, that does not even matter. You can start today to build a relationship. I have new friendships, and I've built them, over time. And if I just stop saying, "Hey, I'm too old to have new relationships," I wouldn't have met some wonderful, great people. And so it's the same thing with our children. We have to build relationships with them because they are great people, and we have attracted them into our lives to teach us something, and to love them, and for them to love us. So we have to build these relationships with them, one-on-one, with each. If you have more than one, childbearing marriage, then you need to be in a relationship with each one. And then next, I want to tell you to validate your partners. So your husband or wife, you guys might have some arguments around this whole thing with the blended family, how it may look chaotic, it may look argumentative. So you want to start to validate each other's feelings and know that you guys are on the same team when it comes to parenting. We're not going to talk about the co-parent. This video is strictly for the home unit. So we're not going to talk about the other parent, the other mom, or the other dad yet. That's another video. So you have to validate each other's feelings. Know that your feelings are valid. You have to stand as a unit together. You have to support each other, and you have to be honest with each other, and you have to trust each other. Because right about now, you're probably like, "Oh, well, I can't talk to him or her about my kids because of how him or her acts." And then you're thinking, "I can't talk to him or her about their kids because of how he or she reacts when anytime I say something about them." Okay, so you are the parents. You are the unit. I can guarantee you that if you guys aren't showing a united front, your children, married children, birth children, will use this to get whatever they want, to keep you guys divided, to keep up the chaos. As long as they see the chaos, then they're going to feed right into it. You got to show them something different. You have to show them that you guys love each other as a unit, you value each other, and that you love them. Okay, so start doing that today. Start having meetings between you and your husband of how you guys can, get more trusting with the kids. Take some parenting classes if need be. Start doing things to strengthen your marital bond so that you can strengthen your family bond. Okay, and then stop giving away your power. When you allow outside forces to dictate what goes on in your home, when you allow outside forces to upset the balance in your home, when you allow outside forces to dictate your relationships with your children, you have totally given away all of your power. You have said, "I'm powerless. I will let you just do whatever you want to do," and you have given it away. Stop it. No outside force should be able to come into your home. If you go back up to the next step with the validation of each partner and loving on each partner, no one should be able to come in and make your home chaotic, because they cannot. You allow that. That's something that you and your partner allows to happen. So you guys need to stop giving away your power, okay? Start taking it back. You make the decisions in your home. If there's some type of court order from the previous relationship, those rules, have to be followed. However, the chaos, the drama, the arguments, the fighting, the not building relationships, the not loving each other, the not loving kids, that is never in the contract. That is never on the table. That is your power. Those are your responsibilities to your marriage, to your relationship, and definitely to your children. So that's your power. Take it back. Okay, I don't. We're not talking about the other parent. I know she's horrible. I know he's horrible. I know they do and say mean things. I get it. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about you. We're talking about your family. We're talking about your children. So if you're watching this, stop giving away your power. I can't stress that enough. Nobody can take it from you. You give it to them. So you have to do things to fortify yourself individually and as a married unit so that you guys can withstand anything. And if your family is harmonious, then people, outside forces, just won't be able to penetrate. And that's what you want to get to. You want to get to the impenetrable family unit. So with that being said, release your ego. This is hard for many people. I will be the first to admit that that's been my journey throughout my probably life, even as a child, was learning to release my ego. That ego get flared up and it's like, oh no, you not, right? No, honey, love heals all things. Let go of your ego so that you can begin to build these relationships with these babies. They need you. And you need them. They are brought to you to teach you something. These babies are master teachers. What can you learn from this baby? Or these babies if you have more than one? What can you learn from them? So sit that ego down somewhere. If you feel it flaring up, yeah, take a deep breath, relax, and say, this isn't even about me, and I'm not going to let you knock me off my square. Okay? And then the last thing I want to say, if you have been trying, or you feel like you've done everything, you're at your wits end about it, it's causing major strife in your marriage and your relationships, then seek professional help. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a counselor or a social worker or a life coach or somebody with some type of a background that can really help you delve into how to make it harmonious. So not just a friend, which is nothing wrong with talking to friends, but you have to do more than just talk. You have to do some work. And so I encourage you to seek professional help if you guys just feel like I'm just at my wits end. We can't get this thing right. Okay? So don't be afraid to do that. So that's it for blended families. There's I know a whole middle part and you probably have questions. So if you have questions about blended families, just post them below and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. You can check me out on Facebook at Holistic Harmony, Mind, Body, and Soul. I'm also on Instagram, Holistic Harmony Inc. I'm also on Twitter, Holistic Harmony 1. And you can check out my Facebook page at Holistic Harmony Inc. .biz. So it's been great talking to you guys. I hope this helps you on your journey with your family. I pray for the best for all of you that are watching this, and I know that you can do it. So have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be talking to you real soon.